Hi everybody, my name is Harty and welcome to today's webinar. So today's webinar is simply about travel. So your friends have invited you here to this online travel party. So for the next half an hour, I'm going to tell you what it is that we do and why it's so exciting that you're here today. So again, my name is Harty. I'm from Australia. I'm a regional marketing director with World Ventures and I'm a full-time professional traveler. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the next half an hour. I'm going to tell you all about World Ventures and this VIP travel club. And then you'll have the opportunity at the end to listen to the business part. So it's broken into two parts. The first part will be about the VIP travel club. And the second part will be about ways that you can generate an income. So if you love to travel, if you love to have fun, if you love meeting people, and you're looking for a side income, then this webinar will be perfect for you. So the company is called World Ventures. Some of you may have heard of this before. We've been in business for about 10 years, 11 years, and we've got close to 1 million members. So that's 1 million people that are traveling with World Ventures and part of Dream Trips. Now, I want you to remember a few years ago, we're talking about innovation here. So back in the days of long distance calls, before Skype, so prior to that, we used to, pick up the telephone and make these expensive long distance calls, but they were replaced by Skype. Taxis, some of you still take taxi services, but this now, the taxi industry is slowly being taken over by what is known as Uber. So on our phone, we can download the Uber app. We can arrange a car to be there a lot faster, on time, and for a lot less than what we'd normally pay for the standard taxi service. Who remembers going to the video store and hiring out a video rental, right? So this is now also being replaced by Netflix. It just makes it so much easier. And because technology is changing so much with innovation, with social media, that's what we're doing with the travel industry. And the travel industry is being replaced by our product known as Dream Trips, an effective way to book travel through an online app. You download the Dream Trips app, you book your flights, you book your hotels, you book a dream trip, and that's what we're about to show you today. So because we're part of a VIP travel club, these are stress-free holidays that you can do on a current budget or on any budget. As I said, we've got over 10 years of proven track record. We're in close to 30 markets now. We've just opened another market, and we're continuing to grow. So what we're doing is we're offering unique experiences, exclusive VIP travel, fantastic prices, and exceptional services. And our product is known as Dream Trips. So you will see this sign, you should be here. It has been to Machu Picchu. It has been to the Great Wall of China. It has been to Croatia, to Athens, all around the world. Right, so this gives us and our members the chance to create and check off our bucket list. Now, I know that many of us have a bucket list. A bucket list is a list of places that we've always wanted to go, but we've put on a list in hope that we do it before we actually kick the bucket. So our app allows us to select where we want to go and move towards that. So to become a member of our VIP Travel Club, you've got the choice of joining as a gold member or a platinum member. And what happens once you get that membership, then you get your very own Dream Trips website. And we've got two different ways that we can book flights and travel. Firstly, what I'm going to talk about is the actual pre-packaged Dream Trips. So imagine that you're going on a holiday and it takes a long time to actually firstly select where you want to go. Then you've got to arrange the accommodation. Then you've got to arrange the meals. Then you've got to arrange the tours. What Dream Trips allows us to do is pre-package everything into one. And last year, 2016, we had close to 11,000 pre-packaged all-inclusive trips. And here's some of the trips that are included. Who would like to go to Bali, right? In Australia, it's one of our most favorite destinations. So let's have a look here. It's going to cost me $582 US per person. I'm going for 5 days, 4 nights. I get water sports, whitewater rafting. I get a cultural tour. I get 2 breakfasts every single day. I get 2 lunches included and 2 dinners, right? I also get picked up at the airport. So that's going to cost me $582 or $1,164 for 2 people. But I can apply $170 or 170 points and take that off this trip, and that will bring that down to just under $1,000. Greece, Yasu, 8 days in Greece for $658. We're staying at 4- and 5-star hotels for all of these examples. Full-day excursion. You can see we've got a lot of tours there. We've got 7 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 7 dinners included. So to take 2 of you, it's $1,300. But again, we can take 170 points off that. And I'll tell you how the points work at the end. Italy, who would love to go to Italy? Again, all-inclusive. 4- 5-star hotel, meals and tours, $879 per person for this complete package. So one of the reasons I love this, I love dream trips. I've been dream tripping for 2 years now. I'm married with 3 children, and I didn't have the opportunity to travel as much as I have. And in the last 2 years, I've taken 127 trips, and I've done 19 overseas trips, 19 countries in 18 months, which are mainly Europe, Asia, and America. And as an Australian, that's a big deal, right, to go to the other side of the planet to travel, but we travel. So this is one of the exclusive places to visit when you're in Australia. It's up on the Barrier Reef. It's called Hayman Island. So for $1,400 per person, right, we've got 6 days, 5 nights. You're getting 5 breakfasts and you're getting 5 dinners. You get a welcome reception and you get taken to the airport. If you get online to get 5 nights in the one and only resort on Hamilton Island, it will cost you about $4,000. So with this, with meals, with the accommodation, all inclusive at $1,400. New Zealand, again, wherever you want to go, guys, whether you want to go Asia, Europe, America, Australia, every continent is included, of course, except Antarctica, right? But no doubt we'll have cruises there. So 3 days in Auckland for $400, right? Meals, accommodation, and tours. I'm about to go on this on Sunday. There's been 3 Samoan dream trips, one in January, one in February. I'm taking the one this Sunday in February. But Apia, Samoa, 8 days, 7 nights. We're getting the brand new island resort there. We're getting 7 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 dinners. And you can see that we've got 2 or 3 full-day tours in that. So that is $1,119 per person. But as a platinum member, I can take $390 off that, and that brings that down just over $600 per person. That is crazy value, right? Absolutely ridiculous value. So this sort of gives you an idea. Now, in the first 90 days that members join, they get even more exclusive benefits because they're brand new members. And what we want them to do is, if you join a travel club, we want you to travel and experience this. So here's a couple of examples. So Perth, Western Australia, it's only $285 per person, right? 4 days, 3 nights. We're staying at the Holiday Inn. We get 3 breakfasts, 1 lunch, 1 dinner, a full day sightseeing tour to Rottnest Island, right? So you can see new members, they get it a lot cheaper. They get $285, but they can take another $50 off that, right? So that's down to $235. For me as a member, I can take $125 off, so that brings it down just under $300. So these are welcome dream trips because we want to give you a taste of that. Cairns, one of the most popular trips going here in Australia. We're staying 3 nights at the Pullman, which is a 4-star hotel, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and a full day at the Great Barrier Reef, right, including airport transfers. Right, so $300, oh, look, less than that. It's what, $260 or so, $270 for all of that. Right, I know for a fact I've stayed at the Pullman before. The last time I stayed there, it was $210 per night just for the accommodation. For virtually the same amount, I'm getting everything included. So if you can find one of these cheaper on any other website or travel agent, any of the websites, right? If you can find these cheaper, we're going to send you absolutely for free. It's got to be apples for apples. It's got to be the meals. It's got to be the airport transfers, the accommodation. Right, so this is Gold Coast. Again, a very popular destination with tourists in Australia. We're staying at the Crown Plaza, which is an awesome chain of hotels around the world. 3 breakfasts, 1 dinner, and we get to go to Dream World. We get to go to Whitewater World. Right, so again, less than, $270 for brand new members, all inclusive. Right, so the best way to do it is to actually take a dream trip. Go to Paris if you live on that side of the planet. Get to Paris 3 nights. Again, $270 for everything, for breakfast, for meals, and for the accommodation. New York. All right, I've booked into this dream trip in April. So 3 nights, Times Square. We get a Broadway show. I get breakfast every day, and I get to walk around Central Park. Again, if you find these prices cheaper somewhere else, then you get a full refund. So we've also got an award-winning booking engine. It's won the World Travel Awards 5 years in a row. So this is where we get to book the flights, because the dream trips don't include the flights. So just say you want to do a holiday, or you're traveling domestically, or you want to plan your own trip, right? So you use our booking engine to book the flights, book the hotel, book the car, hire the car. Perhaps you want to go on a cruise. There's 200 or 300 different cruises around the world that you could book on that will be guaranteed cheaper. Hotel rentals, activities, right? So they're really amazing rates for our gold and platinum members. So we've got this technology called Rate Shrink, and what it does, it allows our customers to get the best value for money. So just say you book your trip, our system researches the internet and monitors the prices of the flights and the hotels, right? What happens is after you've booked it, if the price comes down at all, then what World Ventures will do is notify us and give us an instant refund on the difference. So I love guarantees, and that was one of the reasons that I joined. So just say I'm going to Sydney from Melbourne. I just press the flight button. I go to Melbourne. I put in the date. Whoopsie daisy, let's go back. I put in the date, and up come the carriers, Jetstar, Virgin, and Qantas in my area. So if I were going to Arab Emirates, then it'd come up as Qatar, Emirates, British Airways, Qantas, for example. But because I'm traveling in Australia, then our carriers will come up. So I can just select the airline that I either am a preferred partner with, such as Velocities or the Qantas Club, because I can put in my reward point number for that carrier to get, double the points. So I just select my airline that I choose to fly. Now, the good thing is, if I find the price lower on another, for the flight or the hotel that I've booked through Dream Trips on the same day, then the company's going to give me 150% refund on the difference. So, for example, just say I go onto our website, it's $200, but I go onto Qantas.com and it's $150. What the company will do, if I take a screenshot on the day that I've booked it, when I find it cheaper, I send it to the company, they will refund me back 150% difference on the price. Man, that doesn't get better than that. And here's a classic example from Jake. Thank you for the interest in the price pledge. We've processed your claim and we're crediting you $625. Right, so that means that Jake found it cheaper, took a screenshot, sent it off, and got that money back and that money just goes back in the system for him to book another flight or another hotel on another day. So again, Rovia Price Pledge, nothing beats it. The Dream Trip Price Promise on the packaged holidays, nothing beats it. Right, so we also have foundation work. So we've got a lot of our members that like to do volunteer days, help build dream courts, right? This is about making and creating a positive change in children's lives. So we have volunteers where we've built close to 100 bottle schools around the world. I'm actually on the 9th of March this year going to Guatemala to help build a bottle school over there. So we've raised about $5 million to date. And it is part of giving back, right? So this is a really beautiful extension to World Ventures. So we also have a concierge service. So this gives you 24 hours, 7 days a week personal assistance. So if you want flight and gate information, if you want wake-up calls, if you want dinner reservations, driving instructions, movie times, right? All of this is available on your phone, on the app. So if you ever get stuck with anything related to travel, then you've got the safety knowing that you've got somebody there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help you out. Eating. This is a great extension or a great addition to World Ventures Dream Trips. So we already eat, right? So this allows us unique experience and perks by dining out. So just say I'm in a different country, I will open our app, our Dream Trips app. I will open the country or the town that I'm in, and a list of all our partnered restaurants will display for all of our members. So, for example, just say I'm in Dallas. I'll open Dallas, and I expect that I'm going to spend $100 at this particular restaurant that I find at our app. And as you can see in this screenshot, if I do spend $100, then I can potentially earn up to 40 Dream Trip points. And all that does is go towards another holiday. So here's examples of other dream trips. So this is particularly what the Melbourne app looks like. When you're in Melbourne, you open up Melbourne and it'll bring up Pier 35, the Meat and Wine Company, the Dancing Dog, the Red Emperor, etc. So I've eaten at both of these. I eat at both of these quite a lot. You can see the first one I ate at Kentro, the Greek restaurant, and I had 6 dream trip points. And you can see the total dream trip points. I already had 1,912 points in there, right? And I accumulated those because I paid a monthly membership fee to be a member of this club. And you can see it's just increased. The next day I went to Pier 35, had another meal, earned another 5 points. And you can see that my total Dream Trips rewards went up by 5 points. So the fact that I can eat my way to a holiday is extraordinary. When I was in Greece this year or last year, I went into my app. I found a place called Fruity de Mer in Thessaloniki. I sat down, I ate, I showed my You Should Be Here sign, I posted on social media. These 2 other guys come along. They were from Britain. We sat down, we met because we were all part of the same community. We ate together and then we argued over who was collecting the Dream Trip points. So on the right-hand side is a girlfriend of mine, Charlotte, who took all her family out for dinner and they didn't split the bill. So what she did is took $20 or $30 off everybody for their meal, and then she went up and paid the bill on her credit card and earned 136 points. So then people are going, what is it that you do? How did you earn money by us eating? And all she did is make an appointment and sat down and shared this concept with her. So on our Dream Trip apps, guys, we can book Dream Trips. We can book flights, hotels, accommodation. We can chat and use it as a social media tool. And we can also earn points for dining. So we've got close to 1 million members traveling worldwide. Since I've been in for the last 2 years, I've been doing, all I've been doing traveling is I travel every 5 or 6 weeks internationally, and meeting new people, hanging out with people. It's great when you're in a company that allows you to experience more and travel the world more. And a lot of people like me at the beginning said, I don't have the time to travel. And the thing is, I knew that next year I wouldn't have the time to travel, and the year after I wouldn't have the time to travel. So what I did is I made the time to travel because I owed it to myself. And being able to go around the world and seeing these things is amazing. So you'll start to see this You Should Be Here sign everywhere, held up by and endorsed by celebrities or people investing in the company, Warren Buffett, Anthony Robbins, Mickey Mouse, right? Shamar Moore from Criminal Minds, right? He's joined the company. Shaquille O'Neal, who brought him on. So Shaquille O'Neal doesn't need to do this, right? He's worth $350 million. But the thing is, he loves to travel and he doesn't want to pay the full price, just like nobody else wants to pay the full price. And because it's such an incredible company with already 10 years of history, him and many other people, including Evander Holyfield, are joining World Ventures, right? And just being part of a really cool travel club. So, let's start checking off your bucket list together. When you get started, you get your own sign. You can work out where you want to go. And if it's for you guys, there's 2 memberships. You just have to decide which one you want to do. There's gold, there's platinum. The major difference is you still get your own website, your own booking site, but you get more perks as a platinum member. So if you're going to start off with gold, you pay initially once $200. We put the tax on ours. That's why the price difference may look different to some countries. But to get started, it's $200 once. When you join for 200, you get 200 points. So 1 point is $1, right? So then you pay a monthly fee of $50 per month, 50 US. Every time you pay $50, that goes into your travel account, which can be redeemed towards any of those trips that I showed you. So remember when I showed you some of the trips, we could take off 100 points or 50 points. This is how you're accruing your points. I went as platinum. It cost me 300 US once and $100 a month. I got 300 points straight away. So the worst case scenario is that I got to book a holiday. Okay. Every month I pay $100 a month. I get another 100 points. And at the end of the year, I've got 1,200 points to go on another dream trip. So the likelihood of you guys taking a holiday in the next 12 months is probably pretty positive. The likelihood of you guys staying in a hotel, booking a flight is pretty good as well. So if you want to travel at wholesale prices with the coolest travel club on the planet, then just tell the person that brought you here that you want to go gold or you want to do platinum, and they can answer your questions further. Okay, so for the next couple of minutes, I'm going to talk about just how you can make money from this. This is optional. Okay, you don't have to do this. It is completely optional. and completely separate. I was looking at a way to make money on the side anyway, so I was quite open to listen to the business side of things. And for those of you that are looking to be entrepreneurs, this is the perfect opportunity. Travel is amongst the largest industry on the planet, right? People are always going to travel. They've always traveled. They want to travel more, and they want to travel cheaper, right? So there's a very high demand in this product range, which is the travel industry. It is great to work from home or on the road, on the app. It's a perfect plan B if you are looking to, reduce your current workload, and there's virtually zero overheads. Right, so World Ventures, as I said, it's already had a decade of success of 10 years. Its office is based in Dallas, Texas. It's got 700 members, and it's America's fastest growing Inc. 5000, right? Plus, it's in the top 100 direct selling companies of all of the planet, right? And it's number 32, right? Ranked number 32, and the only one in travel. So many of us have had pills, potions, lotions put in front of us. This is a network marketing model, but this is purely in the travel industry, the travel space. So you can choose if you want to do it part-time, spare time, or full-time. I started off doing it part-time. I really wanted a change. I was working in the financial education industry once I got out of the Army, because I was in the Army for 20 years. So I was open to look at stuff, and I'd never done network marketing before, but I love traveling. So really, I love the product before I even bought it. Right, I didn't have to learn to fall in love with the product. The product is something I always wanted to do. I wanted to go to Europe. I wanted to see different countries, different cultures, eat different food, meet different people. So I already loved traveling anyway. I just didn't have the time to do it as much as I liked. So what happens is when you become a business owner or an entrepreneur with this, you get your very own website called worldventures.biz, right? So this is a great way to share this concept with people, because you get the website exactly like that. There's a 10-minute video that plays. When you send your people to your website, they'll watch the video. And if they want to join, they press the sign up button on the top right of the video. Right, so this business is my overhead is $12 a month, Australian, right? US. So that includes the tax, but it's depending on which country. US, I think, is $20 a month. In Australia, it's $11.99 a month. Right, and it's a one-off fee. So for this business, it's $100 US once, and you get this incredible website with all the back office training, etc. So you've got all the tools to help you become successful. You've got all the forms, you've got the brochures, you've got the videos, you've got the trainings on how to build the business, how to invite people, how to enroll people, personal development. There's so many training and tools inside this. Plus, we have live world-class events all around the world. In Melbourne, we'll have one, in Brisbane in the next month or so, we'll have one in Brisbane. And then there's a big one in Dallas, Texas. We've booked out the AT&T Cowboys Stadium in Dallas. That holds 100,000 people. So you can see that this is such an enormous potential for income earning, because it is travel and because we've already got 1 million members. So listen, guys, the income that you make from this, there's no guarantees regarding the income. The success comes down to the amount of work that you personally put in and the skills that you bring to the table. So, what I have earned in the last couple of years, it cannot be reflected that you're going to guarantee to earn that. Again, it just comes down to the skill and the effort that you put in. So how do we make our money back? So in order to make your money back, obviously you start enrolling people, but we plug you into a system that will show you how to do this. But if you get 4 people, just say you get 4 people that either just join the travel, they don't want to do the business, but they want to become a member, gold or platinum, you get 4 people in, and that waives your fees. So for example, I'm a platinum member, I get 4 people to join. If they join, I no longer have to pay that $100 a month, but as a platinum member, the company keeps paying me 100 points per month towards my dream trips, and at the end of the year, I'll have $1,200. Gold members, if you get 4 gold members on board, right, then you're a gold member yourself, then you'll get 50 points per month, right, from the company, and 600 at the end of the year. So you get 4, you pay no more, you get 6, right? You get 6 people and you're getting all your money back, which is the cost of your membership, which is say $300, plus the cost of your your business fee as well. So that's what I did. At Christmas time 2014, I shared it with 8 people. 6 people joined, and I received about 750 US back the following month. All right, so in 1 month's time, I had a business that I bought and a membership that I was completely in profit. Right, and I've now since grown to have a team of more than 3,500 people that I'm getting paid off. So I'm a 6-figure income earner from this, guys, after 18 months. And after 9 months, I was able to quit my job and do Well Ventures full-time. So you can start earning money from just your first person. But when you get 4 or 6, right, then the income increases, and it's a minimum of, say, $600 US, right up to $1,800 US every month, right? Depending on how many people that you bring in the first 2 months. Obviously, if you bring more people in the first 2 months, you're going to earn more income. But on average, you can earn up to $900 US from what is known as a lifestyle bonus, just from 4 members. Imagine that. Every month, you could be earning up to $900 US just with 4 members, because those 4 members are going to be off enrolling members as well, right? And then you just keep adding more members. The more members you add, at the end of the calendar month, you could be earning $1,300, right, in the first 8 weeks. All right, and then after, obviously there's an incentive for you to grow fast in the first 2 months, but you don't have to bring 4 people every month. You just have to bring them once, right? And then we help those 4 get growing as well. Right, so then you go into what is known as residual income. Residual income is the money that comes in while you sleep. And you can start earning that. The first rank of residual income is when you can build a second team where if you've got 60 people, you can earn up to $500, right, which is earning monthly overrides on every customer that is making their monthly payment. That's how the residual income works. All right, so you're getting direct commissions, you're getting dream trip points, you're getting monthly team bonuses, plus the chance to earn residual income just by having 60 team members. Now, I've got a number of senior reps in my team that have only brought 4 or 6 people into the team, and those 4 or 6 people have brought in these 60 customers. And then it grows, right? It just continues to grow. The more customers that you bring in or that they bring in, you then bump up to the next rank, right? So you need 180 people in your team for you to earn up to $2,000 US a month. This is, again, on top of your 900 US, right, for your monthly lifestyle bonus. So there's close to 2,900. And if you enroll people, you know, you're getting more direct commissions. So as your team grows, you're earning an income off all of those. Now, you can continue to grow this crazy, right? As I said, in the 2 years, I've only brought in 25 people that are actively paying their fees. Those 25 people have brought in 3,500. So I'm a regional marketing director. I'm a 6-figure income earner, and I don't come with any special skills. The only thing is I was hungry. I want to change my life fast. And I like the idea of residual income and time freedom. So, guys, you just have to choose the membership for you. If you want to do gold or platinum as a member, or if you want to do the business as well, add an extra $100 onto that. So you've just got to go back to the person that enrolled you, or the boy here, and just say to them, yeah, look, I love this. I just want some more information, or I want to get started right now. So that will get you started online. You'll download the Dream Trips app, right? You can start going through the app, start using it, book a holiday. If you are looking to do the business, tell them that hey, I really want to do the business. I don't have much experience on this. But again, guys, I didn't have the time to do this at the start, but I wanted to change my life. I didn't want to be doing what I was doing at the time for the rest of my life. So I was open to look at something. And for a business that only cost me $100 once, I went, yeah, I'm doing it. And it was the best decision I've ever made, because now I have, I don't have a job. My time freedom is crazy. I'm up in Cairns at the moment. I'm about to fly home on Saturday, and on Sunday I'll go to Samoa for a dream trip for a week. I'll go to Brisbane straight after that, and then I'm going over to Guatemala to build a bottle school, right? I wouldn't be able to do that if I was locked into a job that I didn't like. So if you really want to change your life, you need to do this. This is unbelievable. New Zealand is about to open. They're on the verge of probably the most craziest momentum we've ever seen, apart from when Australia first opened, because Australia and New Zealand are travellers, right? So if you're in New Zealand listening to this, I would get on board now, because in the next 2 months, a wave of Aussies is coming over to Aotearoa to help enroll all those people. And, because you guys love to travel as well. So, guys, contact the person who referred you to this webinar. If it's something that you want to do, just say yes and do it. You've got a 14-day cooling off period. There's no risk to you by joining this, checking it out, downloading the Dreams Trips app. If you find you don't know who sent you to the webinar, or you've come to YouTube, or you've come through my link, you can just shoot me an email at louharty@gmail.com, or you can go and message me on my Facebook page at facebook.com Lou Harty. Or if you want to see the 8-minute video on the product, just go to worldventures.biz. You can press number 2 or go YSBH. You should be here and check it out. But again, guys, thanks for your time. We'd love to have you on board. Again, if I have to convince you to travel more, have more fun, and make some money, then it's not for you. All right, so make the decision, get on board. Love to see you soon on the beaches of the world. Thanks very much.